Yay. On to order. Whatever time. 6:40-ish. All right. Roll call. We have board members. Crystal and Bree and Tanya and Glenn. And then library staff, Kimberly and Haley, and then also construction consultant Peter is also here. Anything else we need to put on the agenda? What folks see there? Nothing. Then let's see.
I do have one.
Oh, you have one more.
Well, it'll fall under something. Money for the building.
Okay.
I have a question.
Okay.
We can just sit under there.
All right then. No public people here or online, so no public comment. Approval of the March minutes.
I never approved the February minutes.
Did we not?
We did not do February.
Oh, you're right. We have to put those on there. February, March minutes.
But I don't think
did we get February? Not yet.
Which ones did I actually send you?
You didn't send me any. I haven't seen anything.
No, I did.
Well, I missed whatever Glenn sent me.
I sent you one of the two.
Oh, you did. I remember this now.
And the one that I didn't send, I'm hoping is the one that Sean was supposed to be responsible for. That I didn't get back to.
Right. So I'm sorry, you'll have to table them because we don't have
February and March? Okay. March. Right.
I'm sorry.
April.
Totally missed that. Sorry, Glenn.
Okay, perfect. Okay, policy approval. Review the policy plan and the open hours of children in the library.
Right, you're not approving any, you're just I sent you a suggestion of how we might go through them this spring. And suggested updates for the open hours policy and the children in the library policy. I only sent them yesterday morning, so midday, so that they've had a chance to look at them.
I perused them quickly.
We read, yeah. And we, so
I think they weren't large changes.
No, I mean, it is, we added Juneteenth because it's a federal holiday, and it wasn't when we originally approved that.
But we've historically been closed on that day without it being in the policy. So,
but that is the biggest change, and I didn't print what I sent you. The other, so to me, the other embedded question is that we had been saying 14 hours because of state standards, and state standards they're not putting every library against the standards anymore because everybody makes standards.
Mm-hmm.
So we can still, I think having a minimum that we agree that we will be open is a good idea, and 14 is 7 less than we usually are. So like even if it's a vacation, there's like, Christmas lands and it's still, but the board could say, no, we want to have it be 18 hours. We want it to be 2 hours. As long as we're open 2 hours a week, we're good. So anyway, that's a place for the board to think about. And
I think it makes sense to keep it the same until maybe it's something that gets revisited once we're in the new building. Like why? Until we know what traffic flow is like and how many people are coming in and what hours over there look like. We'll probably at some point.
Well, and we're open 21 now, so we're having the policy
having a minimum,
right? This is having a minimum in a policy, so that if your staff starts not showing up, you can say, "Come on, guys,
yeah,
we need at least 4 hours."
Yeah. And then the children in the library, did you already see the changes there? Or they're highlighted?
They're highlighted, and I don't have the highlighted version in front of me, so you can speak to them if they're.
It's bolded. The library affirms the right and responsibility of the parents or legal guardians to guide their children's use, but we don't restrict it. Is that new? I feel like
that's not new. No. I think we bolded it so that if someone was reading
it, okay. And then we don't.
There's a material that we used to say
technology to filter the internet.
Right. That's not new. Mm-hmm. There was a piece in there about we make a certain pamphlet available, but that pamphlet no longer exists and was printed in 2020 and 2010 and talks about
not relevant.
Thank you. Yes, that's what I'm going to say. Yeah. So I took that out, but other than that, it's a pretty clear. Take care of your own kids. Mm-hmm. We're happy to offer them anything that's in here.
Yeah.
So take care of your watch your children.
Right. So no action needed right now. We'll bundle them in July if we're able to stick to the schedule.
Right. And the ones that you'll see going forward will have more changes and more. Hopefully, I'll get them to you sooner, so you have time to mull it over.
Okay.
Longer.
Great. All right. Let's see. Treasurer's report.
Sent it yesterday, if I remember correctly. It really has the warrant in there. I hope.
Here's your report if you want it.
My report, everything should be around 25% left at this point.
No, that's already fine.
Signed it just got.
Obviously, donations are not, but everything else is about there. You're not spending your programs and publicity money. Is that what it is? Yeah, that's okay.
It was collection, but should have gotten better on that unless the bills haven't hit them.
Yeah, we're over on technology this year, but we're under on other stuff, so that's not alarming to me. We are gonna get some Lewis Library Fund money, so that's news for everybody. They were in arrears by like a year and a half, and they're gonna make up for that by giving us more. So that's kind of cool. That's it. That's my report.
Yeah, super.
Questions?
Nip.
You can keep talking.
Thank you. Last month, I just not sure. They got filed in my pile instead of in the folder.
The treasurer's librarian report.
So Haley and I sent you a report. It's shorter than usual because we sort of winding up on a whole mess of programming we've done all winter long. We're excited to see that our patron and circulation numbers have bounced back to normal. I'm gonna call it the cold winter, but I mean, there's no way to know. Like, we can't plan for any of it, and like. We've had this whole winter. What's been funny is we've been sort of short on numbers for like people coming in and into the building while we're open, but our programs have been like really, really good. Like better. The program numbers I think have been consistently high.
Yep.
And so it sort of feels like it has just I don't know what's going on. But the March numbers are in terms of patron circulation are on. That they're where we would expect to be, even if not even a little better. And I think having Storytime start up again is also helping our circulation numbers, which has always been true. And we had a great event up at the school last week.
I guess it was just last week.
Yeah. Kids got to take a book home. Cliff sent in a storyteller. And the school is coming on their field trips in the middle of May, which is always a little mayhem and exciting. That's it. All I can tell you.
Okay. On to Friends update. I wasn't able to go to last meeting, but Kimberly Bradley went solo.
I went
With
solo,
a friend.
and they mostly talked about their plant sale, which is Memorial Day weekend. Their next meeting is setting up for the plant sale, so I don't, unless we want to help with that.
Oh, we don't.
We don't really need to be
Okay,
there
great.
because they're not actually having a meeting. That's how I understood them. And Nita and I are collaborating to be the funnel for the money coming into Bridge for Tomorrow. And there was one more thought for them. Some of them have taken our packet and are sending them to outside the Middletown bubble, which is really great.
Okie dokie. Alrighty then, on to facilities. Peter?
I'll take things a little out of order, but
Okay.
I can answer your question last night, Glenn, about the operation of the heating system.
Yep.
If you have the heat pumps in and you use the coils like it's set up right now, it's going to be pure electric.
Mhm.
If you keep the heat pumps and you put the propane furnaces in, heat pumps take care of the air conditioning. Apparently there's a thermostat that you can switch back and forth if you want. If you want to, even though you have the propane furnaces in, you could program the thermostat or set the thermostat so that you get both heat and, or you get, heat and air conditioning out of the heat pumps. You could set it so that you get air conditioning only and heat out of the heat pumps, or you could set it so that you get air conditioning and heat out of the propane furnaces. So you can switch back and forth, whatever you'd like to do.
So heat,
And you could make either the heat pumps or the propane furnace as a primary source, or you can make either one of them the secondary source for heat.
the propane is only heat. Is
Yeah.
that correct?
Yeah.
So that's not quite. Okay.
Yeah, but it can be primary or secondary.
Okay.
And he said that they just did a building down in Manchester. They put the propane furnaces in, they put the heat pumps in. And the primary reason is because electricity last year was 14 cents a kilowatt. This year it's 21 cents, and the propane's less expensive.
So we're basically having two heating systems and one cooling system.
Yeah.
And then the advantages to that are that it's more dynamic and that you can adjust for fluctuations in price of one or the other a little better,
Yeah, and then I guess the other part of that too is that if you have the propane furnaces, then as we said last night, if you get a generator
Right.
in, you can get to
it's way
for
less.
backup hours way less because of the
Mhm.
lower input of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then there was something I think you were saying in the initial conversation about the kind of heat that each produces. If you're trying to warm something up quickly, one might the propane maybe is something that would do it easier or better or quicker or whatever, utilizing less
So anyway,
overall.
so that change orders to do that, it's $41,000.
Yeah.
Plus, you got to pay for installation of a propane line from the tank into the utility room. And then if you bury the tank, you're going to need a concrete hold down pad.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So both of those aren't in that price.
Yeah, I think that to me, part of the question is balancing the upfront costs to the, we could save the upfront cost, but then we would be at the will of the electric company in terms of.
Yeah, I mean, if you
And
do,
the first time we had an electric bill, and then granted, it wasn't insulated yet, but we had $1,000 electric bill shocked us.
I mean, the other part of that too was that, as you said, it wasn't that well insulated. Secondly, they ran whenever the thermostat called, and because of the lower or the lack of insulation, and the results of some voids and
Right.
What was happening there, it ran not around the clock, but it ran a lot more than you would have similar
But nobody can tell us what it's going to cost us to heat and cool that building. So,
Well, and if it's just a heat pump, and this may not be true anymore, but I know it used to be true that in Vermont you had to have a backup heating source. You couldn't just have an electric heat pump.
I'm not sure that's
True anymore. Okay.
Yeah.
Just because under a certain temperature,
Right.
they are not efficient and they don't always.
Yeah, well, these are low temperature heat pumps.
Yeah.
I was just curious.
Yeah, I think that's probably true
I
for
think-
like a residential
Okay.
one but
I
these
think-
have like a whole other secondary backup. But the issue is that's also electric.
Right.
So
and then
it works
case-
fine and
Right.
it keeps up. Like the town office has the fully electric version and it's fine. It's just thinking about.
but if we're out of power and our generator is also electric, we still can't provide backup power. How's that work?
Well, then no, the generator would always be propane. It just would have to be huge in order to
Oh, that's what it is.
produce
Okay, that makes sense.
enough electricity to run the heat
Yeah,
pump
if
for
you didn't have the generator and you're out of power,
then you're out of everything. You don't have anything.
Right.
Right. So that's the other thing is if we go fully electric, we have to. Otherwise we risk
We just close.
water freezing. No, we don't heat in the building, right? At all.
Right.
So water would freeze in the winter, and it would be a situation. And thought about that. Crap. There you go.
Frozen baked.
So that's a whole other thing. If it's fully electric, then you have to get the generator, but now the generator is more expensive.
I am finally leaning towards severely liable.
Well, that was going to be my next question.
I-
Does this information change?
I think if you just stay with electric,
Yeah.
you're looking at minimum 50,000 for a generator.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I think
That's-
they were extremely pricey. Yeah.
I thought off the top of his head, I think Eric said it could cut the price in half.
If it was propane, if the
Right.
heat wasn't fully electric, right?
So that's one price you gotta think about.
Okay.
And that, I talked with both Leo and John Crossman, because Leo kind of shuffled me off the gentleman when I started to pin them down on schedule questions. And I really didn't receive what I thought were satisfactory answers. And I guess the one who I know what they're going to have for manpower in terms of mailer and bringing people on the job, and it's going to be John plus 3 people. And I can see their point in both the steeple and the outside and inside painting. If those are selected, it's going to extend the scope of the work, because I spent quite a bit of time on the schedule, and the schedule as it currently stands is the painters, they're going to be there for 35 working days, and the painter's schedule without any extras is completely full on those 35 days. And he
Already.
yeah, and he can't, according to Leo, provide any more manpower.
Mm.
So the steeple price started out at 30 something. 31,606. And there was $10,000 in there for what they learned bringing perceived as full painting on the steeple to imitate either windows or louvers. So you take that out, it drops it down to 21,606. And then in the original contract, there was a $15,000 allowance, and there's 776.55 left on that. So that's what that allowance was intended for. They replaced a lot of rotted wood already and used up half the allowance. So that gets us down to 13,000, and it's probably a hair, and that's with the general conditions in there. And the only thing I did get out of them is that they said, well, if it's less than we're all in charge of what it is. But
On the general condition.
Well, yeah, I would assume that, but I guess I shouldn't have assumed that. Okay.
So
It's contract.
I mean,
So you said it's down to like what?
13,000.
From originally 30 something, right? Oh, okay.
That makes it a bargain. Let's do it.
So it's probably a hair less than that because I didn't take into account the markups at the end.
But we have to add into the louvers and the mechanism thing that you were talking about yesterday.
Yeah, and I haven't had a chance to find out whether I can get those in white, but I can find out. But you're looking at probably $700 to buy a couple of those and the motors. And
So are you saying the exterior, all of the painting will be at not the 30,000, but the roughly 15,000?
no, the steeple.
The steeple.
Which is now called a tower.
Yeah.
Which is now called tower.
Or I don't know.
Or belfry? What do you say? Belfry?
Belfry.
Belfry?
Yeah, belfry.
Yes.
Today I came up with tower because people are just going to say it's a steeple. It's not. I mean, a steeple is like it's just a tower.
It's a cupola.
It's a
There you
cupola.
go. That's very.
It's a cute cupola.
So are you saying then that the paint numbers stand? Is what you're basically saying. Have we seen the interior third
Yeah,
coat?
it came today.
It did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was as much as it costs to do all of the painting.
Oh, shit.
I don't know. It was 17 or something. It was outrageous. I thought it was a little high.
Oh, yeah.
Erase that.
Okay.
So I don't know. I mean, to me, I wouldn't do it. I just stay with the colors that you picked out
Initially.
initially. I mean, I think the blue's fine.
Hmm.
The trim color,
Yeah.
I think would look a little creamy, but whatever.
Yeah.
The other thing that I think is once you get in, if you don't like the color in any of the rooms, you could get somebody like Kendall Severy to come in.
Hmm.
And I mean, I think the rates would be less. And
More
then you
marketable.
also don't have to deal with the general conditions or the
Right.
markups.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. So,
Huge.
I don't know about it.
Don't pull over.
I don't know if you've been in, but like the gray, when you painted the blue that's a little grayer, it covered perfectly well. Can we not just say we want our second coat to be this paint without signing the?
No. I mean,
Right.
I'm jumping, but I assume. I don't know if you saw what's Leo's email about that, but it was pretty clear that would not be an option.
Well,
They'll probably do it, but there's not going to be any warranties or guarantees on it. And if it bleeds through, then within a year, then it's your problem.
Right. Yeah. I understood, but I mean, from the way he phrased it, it sounded like the painter wouldn't do it. Or, basically, like he wouldn't risk his name being on something that was going to look bad. And the only person who would be able to say this is fine is him, the painter. So we couldn't say this is perfectly fine. We'll take it and be like, don't do a third coat. The painter gets to make that call. And it sounded like they were sort of refusing to do it. Kind of. He's like, when I learn Bring will put our name on it. The painter will put his name on it. The only option is to do a contract for the third coat. And if you don't need it, great, but we'll have it in case you do.
I think the other thing too that you got to think about is if you did elect to spend the $17,000, and I think there would be people that would look at that and say,
Right.
Jesus, they're gonna spend $17,000
Like
on
extra
here.
on top of.
You know, we ain't gonna give you any money.
Right. Yeah.
Right, no, I'm
That's
not
true.
suggesting to spend
But I'm
17.
just-
I just think that I'm a little frustrated being told that we can't have the colors we picked, and then I put in well, I only put some of the energy, but we put energy into finding new colors, and now that's not important. And it's either important or it's not important what colors are in there. And I'm just a little frustrated by it. Now that you've shown me Krypton, I would like Krypton upstairs.
Yeah.
But
I didn't realize it would cost that much. It's expression that would be expensive.
Can you do one and not the other?
well,
much will that
not,
cost?
we still have to sign the 17th
Right.
or whatever one.
I actually
floors
liked
are.
the yellow you picked.
I like the
I
yellow.
like
I
yellow.
agree. I also like
Yeah.
yellow.
Yeah.
That's the other one looked kind of dingy.
Yeah.
I loved it. I was like, I didn't feel strongly about it. If people were like, "This is what we picked," I'm like, "All right," but I actually liked the yellow personally.
Yeah.
Now we did white in the kitchen. We did white in the bathrooms downstairs. If we're staying with the current colors at the current price on the interior stuff, the 17,000 was just inside or inside and outside? Just inside.
Just inside.
Wow.
Will they agree to paint the upstairs bathroom white instead of the yellow?
I don't know, I could probably get that out of them, but
It also doesn't, I mean, it's just a yellow bathroom. It's a lot of fun when you walk
It's
in.
just the yellow bathroom.
Yeah.
It's in a library, and like,
But I don't know that we have. I think without incurring more cost, I think we can pick a different color in the kitchens and bathrooms. I don't think it has to be white. They just primed it white because we didn't have a choice. So I think we can have, if we wanted, a different color.
you could go like a shade lighter, like you could do what you've already planned to do with
right
the kitchen. You
right,
could go a
just
little lighter, or
like whatever. It was that was sort of the plan, just go a little bit lighter with a similar.
Like if we stayed with the yellow, we'd go
a notch
5
up,
shades closer to white.
Right.
or whatever.
And that would be fun. I mean,
Maybe
that-
3. I don't know. You probably
Another notch up the
Yeah.
swatch, right?
Probably,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. It is, and it's money we don't have.
No, it's definitely money we don't have.
And it's for a thing that is not in a world where we had all the money and we would do it, but.
Well, yeah.
But it was good to know. I mean, if it wasn't going to cost too much, and we were pretty confident that would cover. Again, we're pretty confident, but 17,000 is a big gamble. I feel like.
Yeah, it's not.
If it was-
It also puts all, not to like speak out of, but it also puts all of the decision making on your painter, who might not like
Right.
maliciously, but like is
Yeah.
gonna be more like picky than any of us would be about whether or not it looks good.
It didn't seem like from Leo's email, and maybe he was just angry, but it didn't seem like us saying we're okay with no warranty or it's okay. It didn't seem like that was an option.
Yeah.
It seemed like the only person who could make that call would be the painter, because I mean, I get that it's his reputation. People say, "Who did this painting?" So I was like, we can put a plaque up that says the painter is not responsible.
The trustees and staff are responsible for any faulty paint job.
Anywho, so I guess that's the question. So do we want to just not go there and we'll regroup and pick a lighter shade of a similar color for the kitchen and bathrooms and call it a day? What do we?
It sounds like that's the only choice.
It does sort of. Yeah.
You put that very succinctly.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Is there any other choice, Peter? What conversations you've been having?
I don't think so.
Yeah. So then we did though let the cupboard man know
Oh, I was just gonna
about
say that.
cupboard colors.
Well, and they'll have to be fine.
They'll be what they'll be.
They're already under construction. so-
Yeah. Okay.
And they were the ones we picked. Well, the creamy white for the kitchen
Yeah.
was not, but it'll just have to be okay. So we'll just
Yeah.
make sure the kitchen matches the.
I think it'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, then I would just say the kitchen has to either be the same yellow as the whole downstairs. But I don't think it can just be a stark white with a creamy white. I think
No.
that's gonna look
But I
bad.
No,
can
no,
take
no.
the-
But I think
I could take the kitchen cabinet color into Sherman Williams.
and
on
pick
the-
some
and say,
that.
please,
Okay.
please do that. to
Right.
make
Get
it work.
Get a color.
And on Thursday, our buddy Paul is there, so he'll
Okay.
work with us. Buddy Paul.
Sounds good. I think the gray cabinets will be fine in the yellow.
Oh, yeah.
Downstairs, they'll be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thing.
And then upstairs, I think they'll be fine too. And again, they're in your sort of in that one area, so
No, they were already chosen to go with. the
with that
blue.
wood. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I thought.
Yeah, that was our original choice for cabinets up there. That didn't change.
Okay. Oh, I didn't.
Yeah,
know
and
that.
the only
Yes.
change was to make the not kitchen cabinets downstairs
Mhm.
be not kitchen cabinet color,
Gotcha.
so that people understood that they're not for salt and pepper.
All right.
So the other painting one is,
Yeah.
is the exterior.
Yeah.
If you want to change colors.
It's that exterior paint. Yeah, it's the two tone as opposed to the all white.
And that is we get another week of Naylor Breen's. Like there was no give on that number.
Right. That's what. So that was like 12.
Yeah.
I think like there's way more.
Pressing things. No, sorry.
Yeah,
Okay,
well,
we
there
can-
are more pressing things, but I feel like we've heard more excitement about the exterior colors and more people saying they
We have 12 people.
donate $1,000, right?
Well, we might, because we have had a few who said that,
Mm.
but there are also people who might give $1,000 to the building fund
Right.
that we could use to finish the building.
Right.
And if they say, well, no, you've earmarked my money, like we're earmarking $12,000 for painting that we had hoped would come in. Like it would be one. Have I already made my?
Yeah,
Okay, I'll
I
stop.
think you're gonna. I
We
think.
understand.
So then
Yeah.
that's the question, I guess, is do we want to make that decision now, or do we want to wait and see? Do we want to do some sort of special effort and ask people for $12,000 specifically for that? I don't know. What are thoughts on the exterior?
I kind of think we should just go with one color. Get it done.
I mean, I don't think you're gonna have the luxury of time to.
Right, as I say, and I don't know that that's even a thing any longer,
I
really.
mean, I don't know where we're at money wise, but then you got, paving that you need to take a look at.
Right.
I called Dan Query. I haven't heard back from him. There
Mhm.
may be some money there.
Mhm.
So and appliances. I mean, to me, it'd be more important to spend the money on appliances.
Right,
and get
that's
the-
true.
get
Yeah.
the
Well,
kids
10
out.
years from now, when it needs painting again,
We'll go with color.
go with the color. We'll keep that piece
We'll have
of,
a specific fundraising
Event for
event
that.
for that at the time, but right now that money could be better spent.
like on a dual heating source.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Gotta-
I bet you're
gotta make
emailing
choices.
a change order. I saw one with a signature on it.
Oh, no, I meant to give the select board, I want them to come back to me and tell me I have to have the select board sign again, or whether they can just put the two pieces of paper next to each other. Because otherwise,
Oh, we did this before where people signed different versions.
but they have
Okay.
signed different versions because I didn't give you the one that Jeff had. What we printed for the select board didn't have Jeff's signature on it yet. We had this problem with a different change.
Yeah. All right. What about this sink cut sheet? Did we get any action?
I just got it, so
Sorry.
Oh,
I
okay.
just
All right.
remembered.
I didn't know. Okay.
I'll
Perfect.
follow up.
Then the only other thing, just the EV piece, which I think I said last time, but I can't remember now. But we did find a grant that would probably cover the cost of the EV charger, but as we've learned, putting it back in the bubble is expensive. So I think we're gonna do it after Maryland Marine leave. We're gonna work with them to make sure that the thing is up through the cement, whatever they have to do to make it so it can happen later, they're gonna do.
I think that is
Hopefully,
fiscally
without any.
responsible. It's a want, not a need.
Yes, without any issue, and then we'll get all that situated, and we'll do it after they leave. Oh gosh. Oh, I think, and Peter, you had mentioned a couple times the stone from the garden that was over here, and I think what we're gonna do is maybe just keep it and put it back in a garden over here, and maybe that when we will have another fundraiser to raise more money for a different garden, we'll just put them all there, so it's historically sort of through.
Does that feel okay?
Through line.
Yeah.
That's okay. Let's see. Okay, so what else? Anything else? Construction?
So I think you need to, if you can, depending on the money you've got, come to some decisions, so
Yes.
you can pass those on to.
Right. So specifically about the heat.
Yeah, I think, I mean, the steeple and the heater.
Steeple. I'm like, there's something else that's huge that I'm not.
The two biggies.
Yes. Okay.
Did we ever get a cost on not repairing the steeple and just having them disassemble the steeple or the bell tower,
They
belfry?
they took a look at it and
Yeah.
said it's roughly going to be about the same.
Okay.
Okay. So then we can maybe go into the financials of the project.
Here's almost
These are all the
up-to-date
same, yeah.
numbers. The slightly shaded ones are the only numbers that have changed since the last time you saw this, a meeting or two ago. I've now pushed up, although Peter's just given us better steeple numbers and we just took the paint out. But basically if you go to this, where is it? Second page, there's a little box and it says expenses paid, expenses expected, which basically says we've got $111,000 in ready money. This is not counting on any grants that are coming or more fundraising. We assume we will see some more fundraising. So to our the things that are in the third column, the proposed expenses, are things like the countertops, all of the appliances, including the sink, because I haven't moved that out yet. Propane heat is up in there. The steeple's you just gave us a new number for steeple, which came in at around under 20, right?
Yeah, 13.
13
plus, okay, plus the mechanical part that you're talking about.
It's like $700.
So say
14.
14, because there'd be a little bit of additional money there from fees.
And if we don't do the outside 12, I have grants out there right now that I'm hoping will cover the landscaping and outdoor furniture and the AV equipment and the furnishings indoors, at least some of them. But I think in terms of the conversation we're having tonight, you think of it as $100,000 that we can spend on the propane heat, the steeple, the whatever are the next 2 or 3 things that need to be okay.
You can get a grant for a generator. Why can't you get a grant for backup?
I don't know if I can get a grant. I just was saying to look for one.
Yeah.
Okay. And I don't think we don't have time to get, if we're gonna get the boiler put in by the guy who's here now. I don't have time to write a grant. I do have steeple money potential, a potential of up to $10,000 to help fix the steeple, which I need to send the information. And at the end of the month, my friend at Preservation Trust of Vermont is meeting with a local foundation that has helped us. It helped pay for when we renovated the outside of this building 5 years ago with Glenn's help. But that same foundation might be interested in our people. Although we'll then worry about what is happening to the building that they've already put money into. So,
Oh.
Do you need any help with that?
So one thing I didn't see in there is in Naylor and Brings number, there's $1,000 in for roof repairs, and one price we got was $7,500.
right.
There'll be two more prices coming in on that once they get a lift here.
Right, so that's not in here right now. What we do have, and I can't find the list that I made this from, but one of these meetings you gave us a list of other outstanding costs that was about $24,000. And I think it had things like the roof and the
building permit.
but I don't, so right now there's $24,000 sitting there
For that.
for
For all those things.
for all of those things, if those are the things that were on the list that you, so I haven't been able to put my hands on where I got that number. Except that I can tell you I got it from a
So
actual list. I didn't make it up.
where's the 24?
It's 23,475 because I took 700 out of it to pay the architect because you had outstanding architect money in that list.
Yeah.
It's about 6 down under
Thank you.
expenses.
Front page, right here on the front,
On the first page?
first page.
Oh, okay.
And when you right now when you add,
I'll send you the list.
you have the list. Good, and then we can cross.
Huh?
I tried it against the list that you gave me the last meeting, but most of that was in the change order. You have another list.
No, I got it. But
Dig it out.
figure it out because I'll send you a revised list.
What I can also just point out is that it's a trickle so far, but Bridge to Tomorrow has $7,500 since the 1st of April is money that's been donated that some of it was, a little bit of it was annual appeal money, but since we've made our payment to the operating budget and Friends got their payment out of annual appeal, the money's going right into the building. And so those people don't know that they were giving to Bridge, but
They did.
they got credited for it. So yeah, that is happening.
Do we need to track that in our budget? Because it shows in our budget that we said that we were gonna raise like $8,000 and we haven't.
And we won't because it should be the book sale should take us over.
Oh.
And we're not gonna have it before July 1.
Right.
So we're just gonna be under. But I think we have buffer and you and I should look.
We
But
should.
like I think our checking account is
Let's meet next week. Wait, when do you leave?
I next Friday is when I want to meet with you.
Oh, okay.
We also have, so we are going to catch up on Lewis Library. So that'll be coming the next 2 years or it'll fall in this year, but it'll be for 2 previous. He did have a specific number for that.
Right.
Didn't he?
He did.
And I
He
can't,
upped it.
I didn't,
Like
What?
$2,400.
Yeah,
It didn't work on
$2,400.
so that'll
We'll go
into this
into
current
this.
budget.
This year.
Yes, and we've only budgeted for
1,000.
1,000. So
Yeah.
the other 14 is. Will be
Yeah.
fundraising.
But then we're also going to have a conversation with him about a donation from that for the building project.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to take a look at that fund and the rules and all the stuff
And
and
then
see
do a little more.
if they can do something specifically for the building.
Mhm.
So that is a plus.
Right.
We don't know how much unless we do.
We do not know, but I'm pointing at you because that was the thing I wanted to add to the agenda is I wanted
Yes.
the board to hear that. And
Yes.
I don't know whether we want to be able to ask for something specific, like we wanted, like Lewis, I don't know how big that fund is.
I looked in the town report and it's last town report and now I
They didn't have a number in the last time.
I found something, I feel like. In some
Oh, good.
Anyway, I feel like it was not huge. I want to say it was like 40 or something, 40,000 or something. So, but I don't know. He was going to check, I think, on the parameters around that money. So maybe that's not guaranteed, but potentially in the plus column.
Yeah, I had thought, maybe if they wanted to buy the outside book drop, because it would be a very visible way for them to spend the money, and then also protect if in that every year they give us money and it goes towards the, we could say we use it for the collection, and now they're protecting their investment in the library by, and those things aren't cheap. They're $4,000.
That's crazy.
So I thought if that's within the scope of what he thinks he can.
Okay. So anyway, that's the other sort of plus thing. Grants are out. B2 Bridge to Tomorrow is underway. So those hopefully will all be plus columns, but again, we don't know exactly how much those will material. I mean, what will happen there. So you're saying right now this 52,026 is our plus, like our
I'm saying right here, this 11
available. Oh, I see that.
that's
Okay.
available. This is showing you that we will use the bottom box that's a little larger is showing you that we will have exhausted both grants on Naylor and Breen bills, and that we will 52,000 is what we're going to pay them out of pocket.
Gotcha. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
But it's already been accounted for before the $100,000. So 111.
So out of this 111, Peter's list of 23,000
has also been accounted for.
Oh, that's also accounted for. So we could actually do the propane and the steeple and the appliances with that money.
Seems like it to me.
I will fit in that 111.
Did you just do the math?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
41, 14, and the appliances were what, 17?
17, 18.
We'll call it 18.
And hopefully it'll be less because we'll have to preserve, like, fingers crossed.
Yeah, the preservation trust. She seemed very optimistic.
We need to count that too.
We need to count.
So that's not 5.
Operate without.
That still doesn't equal
Maybe
111.
you already did this. I mean, we sent them pictures of the steeple tower, and as part of the approval process to get permission from them to proceed. So, they had to cough up a little money to keep that intact.
Right. Well, I get confused about which is preservation trust and which is the historic preservation.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
But
it's preservation trust.
This is a local. There's a foundation that, I think it's a family that has roots in Pulteney, and they give money to Pulteney and surrounding towns for exterior preservation of.
But you could say that. Just say that we had to submit the historic preservation, and this is part of what we said we were going to keep.
Right. Yeah. Good.
Great.
Have a little window there.
So what does that look like?
78,000.
The 3 of those things.
4 of those things.
4 of those things.
If there is no grant for the steeple, if we could just pay for that. So 41,000 for the propane, 18 for the appliances, and 5 for the countertops is 78,000. So you still have another 30 to play with.
Yes.
But in the propane world, we need gas lines. We'd have to buy a propane tank.
Yeah.
And bury
some other
and put it there and put a vent under it.
You can't buy them anymore.
We have to rent.
It's a rental situation. We have to acquire one.
Okay. We need to find out if that's going to cost less than $30,000, because that's kind of where you're sitting.
I imagine if you're renting, it probably is.
It's a yearly charge
amount. Yeah.
Interesting.
But we could probably find that.
Okay. Somebody should. What is this thing under landscaping? What is that word?
The pad. There'll be some excavation also, but the pad's probably
the music.
$1,500.
Okay. Is that something we should try to get done while they have the equipment here and the cement is being poured? That part?
Yeah, because when they back out of their landscaping and grass seeding. everything
They want it
else
to be done.
so-
Yeah. Okay.
But as long as they know that.
Okay.
Maybe they could.
Zip it. Yes. So that part we should tell them to put back. Well, I guess it's all part of there. They're doing the whole pump and blah blah blah, all the things. Okay.
Good.
I might be able to get GSK to do the gas piping outside the bubble.
Right. If you can anything that we can get under their own billing system for some of that would be ideal. It gets much of that.
We have a avid library supporter patron person
Yeah.
who works for a gas company. I wonder if we could find out whether we could get a little.
Right. Do they have a branch where they like to make donations or
I don't
do in
know.
kind or
That's what I'm wondering.
certainly worth an ask.
What, the company or the person?
The company.
The company, but might know someone who's worked for a long time.
I would suggest that you let GSK do the gas piping.
Yeah,
Oh.
no, I was thinking about.
I mean the tank.
the tank or the
Yeah.
the having a company that will give us a good rate. Or
Yeah, that's fine. I
Yeah.
think that part of it's fine, but
I wasn't talking about the piping.
The gas companies do. I guess they do. They do piping.
They must, but
they do, but it's not.
Yeah.
Inexpensive.
Right.
no.
Do
No,
we
I
know
just-
where we would put said tank if we have a plan for that?
Mm,
Or are we gonna have complications figuring that out?
I think you're gonna have to put it on the side of the building, maybe up toward the handicap entrance.
Isn't that where the generator pad is?
Yeah, the generator pad's gonna be there.
So
but
that would
then-
make sense, I guess.
Yeah, and I think,
Does it have to be buried?
no, it doesn't have to.
Oh, okay.
I'll look at 1,000-gallon ugly.
Oh
Cylinder.
no. I just didn't know. I was just curious if that was required. I mean, maybe it is, but it's not
I mean,
required. It's just something to make it easier.
You could get. I think they're. Well, do you know what the size of the tanks are? Like, are they 150s or are they 300s?
For the propane.
Yeah.
The big ones, I think, are those three because the skinny, those are hundreds. I think those skinny tall
Yeah.
ones, but then the big ones, like 250 or 300, I feel like.
Yes.
Like the ones you couldn't
But
hug.
people say 50.
That size.
Yeah, because I had 3 of them and those you don't need it. I mean, you could shrub around those
Yeah.
probably, and you wouldn't have to pay for the bed.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
I just worry, I just not worry, but I wonder in a world where it's a rental situation, what happens if you want to change providers or the company goes out of business? I don't know. I mean,
They take them back. And,
Even
But
if
if
you-
you
even if-
buried it under a slab, then that's
yeah, I mean, that's what I think a million
Maybe.
times.
it might be a less expensive way to go.
Yeah, I mean, if we're doing it on this side and we could shrub around it
Or
or,
privacy fence, like
Put a
Yeah.
Yeah,
fence
well, we-
around it.
oh, a
talked
fence,
about that whole side being
sort of off limit. Yeah.
off limits. And
Yeah, but they gotta be a certain distance away from windows and.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, so that's something. Who thinks through that? Do we think through that, or does Nail and Green think through that, or they just want to be told what to do?
I talked to your propane person, or company.
I was gonna see if we could get one.
Yes. Does the town have a propane connection? The town at large? There's no propane here, right? Okay.
So, and then if you connected with them, then they could come out and take a look at it.
Okay. All right. I'll do that then. Okay, so it sounds like we're saying go ahead with the propane heat, the appliances, the countertops. There's the fourth.
Appliances.
Oh, the
countertops,
steeples. I
and
keep
the
forgetting
steeple.
the belfry. I keep forgetting.
Steeple, appliances,
Oh.
countertops, all,
Okay.
yes.
The other question I had, and your numbers
Mhm.
is Is Ron Massey, has he had any success? And
I have not heard from him, so I assume no success yet.
Can you repeat that? Staple food.
Yes, heat, steeple, appliances, and countertops for a total of about 78,000. We'll take a little bit. But we might be able to get a grant with Steve. Make.
Right. Right.
Need any help, like not only writing but with researching.
Okay, good. Well, I just
let's
need,
have a chat.
I was gonna send them the detail that Naylor and Breen did, but their numbers now aren't. I don't know how to say what it's gonna cost. I was just
For
gonna
the
use
steeple.
I was just gonna use their estimate.
And now you can't?
I could, it's just different than what we've been talking about tonight.
Well, he could send it to him, maybe they'll give him more money.
Right, I was gonna say, if they're only gonna do 10, either way, 10 is gonna do it, right?
I'll send them what we've got.
Yeah.
This is the estimate we got.
Yeah,
Estimate we got, and how much can you give us?
Yep.
yeah,
They don't need to know the rest of it.
yeah. Okay, then let's see, warrants. So update on the Bridge to Tomorrow campaign we kind of covered, right?
Yes. Yes.
So I had some feedback on the folder or whatever you sent out.
Oh, yes, okay.
people, And it was thought to be very professional, well done.
Oh, good. That was our goal.
It's nice.
So could I get one of those in case anybody asks me a question?
Yes. I was gonna say, I think we probably have some here.
One or two.
So the other thing that I put under the financial section is that the electrician took out a bunch of copper wire over here, and so that needs to be stripped and returned for more money in our coffers. So Peter has a connection to get a stripping machine. So we were thinking we might have a stripping party.
Cheeky.
Who wants to be in charge? Who wants to be in charge of the stripping party?
Looking for strippers in
Front page four, strippers one.
We actually thought Joe might like to volunteer.
Strippers wanted.
You can be head stripper. If it's
I'll tell him. As soon as you put that title in there.
Oh, yeah.
Joe Gunter, head stripper.
Is there like a proposed date that that's gonna happen?
No.
Okay. Well,
We're wondering if someone might want to take that on and then plan something. Probably a warm day behind. We're thinking out back here. Well, we can coordinate with people who have equipment to lift heavy things.
Oh, you have to get here.
Yeah, my brother has it at his house, so he can bring it down. And I guess it's long pieces. They have to be cut into shorter pieces to fed through a machine, I guess. And then
okay. Well, I was just gonna volunteer because my husband's an electrician, and so
perfect.
he feels like the perfect person to volunteer for me.
So
Yeah,
volunteer.
Volunteer.
Yes.
To be voluntold.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
I think it's gonna be, it's gotta be, I said this last night and I forgot, don't they want it in 4-foot lengths? For
I
your scale?
Oh, Mac.
So what's gonna happen
Oh,
is
okay.
at Max Steel, if we load it into,
Or if it's, I guess if it's,
if you just load it into my trailer,
Then they just do weight.
then they're just gonna weigh my trailer
yeah, on the way out.
and on the way in, on the way out,
Yeah.
and then they'll just put it in. Their what they put it in is, yes, I think it's actually probably 3 feet. Now that I'm thinking of it, what they put it in is like these 3-foot boxes. They may be 4 feet, but 3 feet would probably be safer.
Do we get
So
more if it comes?
we might get more money if it's cut into the desirable lengths.
No, it's all by weight.
Okay.
It won't matter to them, but
They'll just jam it in there somehow. Afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
we
if
get 3 or 4
you
feet.
can if you would think about dates that work for you guys and let us know, and then
We find some more helpers.
if we felt like we needed that.
Well, last night there was the idea that it needed to be several people because they're having.
There's different pieces parts and pieces. Anyway, I can ask the electrician who took it out. What you could do if you bring your trailer, if we just load it into that.
You just load it straight in my trailer, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Could I have the electrician's number?
Yes.
And then, like, I'll probably just have Trevor call him
That's a good
directly,
idea.
and then because they'll speak the same language.
Yes, makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, Peter can get the machine. Okay. Yeah.
And then we'll get an estimated $1,000-something.
Yes. Yeah. The stripper party.
So
Check.
you're looking into getting that organized.
Mhm.
So
Thank you.
Yay.
All
Look
right.
at that helpful brand new trustee. You go, girl.
I'm gonna volunteer other people.
It's very easy. I'll do it. You do it.
I like that.
Okay. Anything else on the building front? Decisions, updates, other things we're not thinking of.
I think we said out loud already they're coming back May 4th.
May 4th. We
May
maybe
4th.
did say May 4th. Sorry, May the 4th be with you. We'll have to be. Yes, that is their plan. And then they have 7 weeks is the plan ish,
It's
give or take. After that. So
I'm gonna talk to Tanner when he gets back. He's on vacation and see if I can move him off some of the general conditions.
perfect. Anything you can do, that would be amazing. Okay, so then the only thing that we had was a front porch forum update. We feel like we need another one. We did one recently. I mean, nothing's happened probably since then, but is there another one needed? Or when they start back up, say maybe like they're back and here's the plan and maybe
I just wait until they get back.
I would
yeah. See what once they get started on make sure it's May 4th. And then I guess I'm a little wary, like once they actually start the steeple project. You never know. And then we also have a date tentatively picked, I think, for moving and all that stuff. We'll just sort of
I don't think that part of it will be right away because I think they're gonna try to. They gotta button up the siding and get the
do that
get
piece
that-
first.
porch extension on the
Gotcha.
on the side.
Okay, so there'll be stuff happening before that. Okay, then I think that's it for building business. We have a couple. Oh, the other thing that's on old business, I don't know, Peter, you're welcome to stay or leave, but because I did talk with the select board again about circling back on the sale of this building.
Good for you.
And asked if they wanted to have that more like a fuller conversation at a regular select board meeting, or if we wanted to do like a subcommittee situation. And they seemed to think a subcommittee would be better rather than having it at like a regular meeting. Whatever. So
It sounded like that.
So so subcommittee, in order for it to not be a full meeting, which it totally could be, but it would have to be less than 3 of us, less than 3 of them. Anybody super excited about that conversation? You would like to be in that? Okay.
I
So
have lots of time.
you have so much time. What you need is more meetings, obviously.
I'm willing to attend.
Yes. So yeah, I was going to say you don't count, but you count, but you don't count towards open meeting. Like, yes, I sort of. I was like, that's cute. You think of a choice, but
How's your dog?
Did you hear that? I'm gonna send that one on you next week.
You had said you would want to maybe
Haley,
involve.
think about it.
So when I'll ask them who are their reps going to be, and then we'll try to find the time to talk.
So that would be you, me, Peter.
You, me, Peter, Kimberly.
Kimberly.
I'm assuming before Robin had expressed interest in being part of that, and Patty also had expressed interest in being part of that. I think that might have been something else, but anyway, don't say Patty. And then I'm assuming Carl will want to be involved in that. So that we'll try to figure that out. So that's the only other
Sounds like a doodle poll.
building. Yes, or yes, potentially. Or I'll just go and say who's available on Thursday. Okay, that's it for building related things. On to job description, which was included in our mailing.
which was included in your handouts.
Sounded great.
It's been vetted by me and Haley. And
Yeah, you drafted it and then I went through and changed it.
yes, condensed it. There were a lot of words, and now it has less
Yeah,
words.
there was a page and a half, and I just cut it. I just kept being like, we don't need that word or that sentence. We say I edited, but really I just.
You did exactly what I asked you to do.
Yes, you did. You went, it's too long, and I went, yep, I can fix that.
So we're gonna put it out there?
So if it's approved by the board, then my inclination would be to put it out there now, almost immediately. And then I am away the first full week of May. And if we would interview like the week after that.
Sounds great.
I get back.
Do you need like an official approval of that? I moved to do it. How about that?
Yes, I think
Were there
we
any
want to.
changes or something?
Right. Well, I think let's approve this job description. So Bree moves to approve the job description of program coordinator position. And I will second. All in favor? Yay. And then.
And I think at the last meeting, we discussed the start date of June 1.
Yeah.
At half of quarter time, which would be 5 hours.
Prep.
Yes.
It's like an on-ramp to July 1, 10 hours.
Training.
Training.
Yeah.
Well, and if they're
Come
gonna,
learn about us.
well, and if they're going to run any summer programming
Right.
programming starts
July.
mid-June.
Yeah. So that will be.
Yeah, it would be helpful just to.
To have another person on staff doing that.
Yes, please.
Go for it.
All right. Sounds good. So go ahead and post
Okay,
that.
we'll post it. And who would like to be part of a hiring committee?
I would.
Okay.
I'm joking.
Oh, it's funny you think you have a choice.
There you go. See?
He's done it. It's too late. Can't take it back.
So I think it would,
Yes, I mean I can if you want, but I think if you have Bree on the board, but I can also be there if you want.
it's good with just Bree and
Yes.
me.
I think that's enough.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
because then you can start to feel like, so many people.
I feel like
Overwhelming.
7
Like
people
8 or 10?
interviewed. Yeah.
Minimum of 10. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we definitely have some people interested. So
Awesome.
put it out there and see if once they see the job description. Oh, if they'd seen my 5-page one, they might have.
They might run for the hills.
No, how much is this again?
10 hours a week?
Well, like, because you used mine as the base, right? And so, like, there was a couple things there that I was like, oh, they're not gonna do that. No, that's too much.
Not yet.
Do that later.
I saw the book sale was in your report, but that's not till September. We're saying with the yard sale potentially.
Yes.
With the yard sale, yes, and then we've started to put some things aside.
Okay.
Which is great. We do have people offering to help us sort. Did you see that?
Probably. Probably.
Linda asked about
Linda
it.
has
again.
friends in one of our volunteers. Linda has friends in Pollock. That's where she came
It
from.
was her and
And
one other person.
And she was one of their sorters, and so she has some people who are interested in sorting for us. And I just haven't been able to like get it together to be like, yes, we want you to sort. Come on this day because.
Okay, so let's talk about that on
Friday
Friday.
Where is
because I
it?
can. I just have to.
Jot it right down. The
Thank
other
you.
thing, the last thing, I think, hopefully, is Memorial Day parade, which will happen before our next meeting.
We're really close.
Really
to it.
just very close to our next meeting. So we did something last year which was different than previous
Last year
years.
we just walked, but we did costumes
Oh, right.
We passed out bookmarks, I think.
and bookmarks that gave you money off at the book sale.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
Which won't have a date yet.
Hmm.
So that'll be less. We could just walk.
Walk and wave.
You also
Walk and wave.
we could talk about it, but there's also the option of like to kids, you could give out if you have summer program stuff ready. If we get, I don't know if we have.
We will. We could try to have that ready.
That's a thought, but it doesn't necessarily like I don't know.
I think it would be ready because so the stuff that I'm working on and we're trying to have at the school by the 1st of June. And so I feel
It's like
like
the-
it could really easily be.
But think about like your punch cards. If
Right.
you wanted to be like just start them. Here it is. Here's your
Right.
summer reading challenge. Here's your punch card. We've handed them out at the parade.
Or even just a bookmark with all the information on
Yep. Or even that.
it. In bright colors.
Yep.
Like that is an option.
I just think we have to have it have our summer program. We've got it pretty nailed down anyway. I think.
I feel like it's pretty put together.
And and if there's some dates that are TBA, we just TBA them.
You just say things
But
to
what
look
do you
forward
think
to.
about recruiting more people in costume? What other costumes do you and Joe have?
Literally,
Oh, Joe, you were the
Jason.
costume
They
person.
don't need. They don't need.
Joe and I
any
have
because they're
done
gonna be-
the cat Jack and thing one. So, and I always get.
It's an extension of the Super Bowl.
I'm always take the applications because there's only 2 of us, and one has to be the cat. So, but
Yeah, we had cat and thing one.
we did.
Oh,
And I never had a thing 2. I should put the other sticker on my back.
Yeah.
That's what I should do. So
Oh,
that
yeah,
I
you
can
just,
stop
like,
answering.
spin, like-
Stop answering my question.
did we have a wagon or we just
No,
walked?
we walked.
We
Last
did
time
not.
we decided not to deal with the wagon.
Yes.
We could.
We had a banner.
We had a banner. We now own 2 banners.
No, because we found the
found
other one.
the
We
other
found the missing one.
We had a front banner and a back banner.
My 1 and 2.
Well, we would hide all of the
All the costumes.
stickers.
You got one in front and one in
We're getting very sassy.
And then started the second.
Can we just toss candy? Or we're not allowed to toss candy?
You can toss candy.
We
but we don't.
don't always.
We
They
could
do it. They
we could
toss
toss
candy.
candy. Right.
Toss
Just
They do.
We could. We
we
just
had books before, which is why we didn't have candy. But
because we had people on the board who didn't believe in giving children candy
oh, right.
and
Okay.
artificial
Well, there's
colors. And
that. There's
I'm
that.
just saying that there were reasons why we.
That's
started
I
giving out
forgot.
books.
I forgot about that. We could do that. In a bookmark.
There's always candy in the front of my yard after
Yeah.
after the Memorial Day parade.
Okay.
We could also just be really cool and hand out less bad candy. There's like lots of
Good.
better,
candy.
well,
Less better.
yeah, like
Better
candy
Mhm.
as a way to,
Well, yeah, I think you end up buying the cheap candy and
Because it has to be wrapped.
it's
Right.
wrapped and you have to be able to throw it.
Has time to.
Make them and
right. There's just a lot more candy options now. As a person who sometimes has to give candy to children,
Mm.
that's slightly creepy, but
only
there are other choices.
So
So
not all the time.
only sometimes.
Well, Sean brought a bunch of his kids and they all dressed up. And then you brought your daughter.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
Like with Sean out, are we gonna have enough people?
Well, we have somebody with new kids.
Oh, there we go.
Would your kids like to dress up as
As
book
literary
characters?
yeah, I'll just no, they probably would, and I don't think they're doing anything.
Any other group?
Yeah, I don't think they're in any other group that would be in the parade.
Okay, great. Would you like to dress up as it?
Yeah, I'll dress up as something.
Is it something?
You will see how we'll see what. For me, I'm not committing to anything. I just wave at you from my porch like I usually do.
She
Like
likes to watch the
Cheshire
parade.
Cat vibes over here.
Right.
I feel like
yeah,
you can pull that
the
off.
perfect
Yeah.
Well, she does a really great Wendy.
I Wednesday, Adam.
Wednesday.
But Wednesday is not a book character.
That's not a book character.
No, but it's enough of a character that it's a
We'll let it
literary.
slide.
I do have a good Wednesday. It's ready to go. Like I have the Wednesday costumes.
Do you want to be in a parade?
I was trying to just like, I don't want to be part of this.
Try to do this.
Totally.
All right. I think we're good. That's it. Next meeting, 5/27, which is after Memorial Day. I believe.
Cool.
So
Wow.
2 days after.
Was it said that there's like potentially a moving day?
Early August.
Like first week of August, everything came.
Well, it'll have to be like a Saturday,
Right.
weather dependent, and we would probably close for
The week before.
4 days before and 3 days after. Or actually, somebody, I don't know, was you, Tanya, or somebody said, would if we had
Oh, yeah,
everything
yeah.
over there, like computer wise and stuff,
Yeah,
and then everything moves over there, and you can immediately check out a book.
someone would have the like option that gets to check out the first book.
That
and
could
then
be like a
That would
thing.
be. I
Yeah.
think you should try. I would be really fun.
Yeah, if you donate,
That's a good idea.
I do
Your
know.
goal to be the first.
We're going to
day.
sell it.
Yeah.
Yes. That's a good idea. Well, talk more plans about that next time. I'll put that on next meeting. Talk
Yeah.
plans for move.
Yep.
And all right.
Could we have signage in the parade about the Bridge to Tomorrow campaign? Could someone carry like something, a poster
Well,
or
it'd be nice
something?
Especially if we can show some progress.
Great idea.
Yeah.
Yes.
Type of books.
Yeah.
We should have that
Think about
anyway
that.
on here.
How you do it. All right.
Okay.
Sounds good. All right. I think we can adjourn now. Of whatever time it is. 7:55.
Did we sign all the ones that needed to be signed?
No.
Oh.
No, thank you. We also need to write a check for this because,
What's the total of this?
that, but I don't have, the check is in the other, I have to get the checks. But I have to also find, this is the warrant that, gets me paid. And then the warrant that pays the.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Peter.
Thank you,
I
Peter.
can send you this too.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Not the warrant.
I need to get you a checkbook.
And
To, oh, gotcha, you and anybody that you want
So
to
they
send
can all-
these packets.
Because
to
Yeah.
Amelia. Eileen
been thinking of.
gave Kimberly a list of.
Yeah.
And so that should have gone out. Oh, yeah. Okay, perfect. Right. I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah.
The next.
We need another board.
oh, we need to talk about that.
Yeah, we need another board.
Oh, you have one more here.
I think
Oh,
we
shoot.
should-
Yeah, that's what I just wanted. Yeah, I'm glad that you said that.
There's some other ones we could do next Friday, but this one's overdue, so.
Okay, gotcha.
This was talking to the lawyer about selling building, and since,
No.
I stole everybody's pen. Of all the pens, never mind.
Do
That's
you want-
mine.
Your phone?
no, I'm